Definitely. I knew from the gun.
Push.
Oh yeah, we got some pushes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a record you gotta get after from the start. I just ran 66s even pretty much the entire time. Had my mum on the sideline shouting the splits. Kept me honest. Yeah, this is something you got to be onto it from the start.
Here's Cameron on the other side, him, the tall lad, looking across to see what's happening on the inside. Now they're playing cagey at the moment, so that's not a good. That's good for you in your record keeping. Keeping your record, should I say. But, these guys know one another, so that sometimes can be a benefit and it can be a hindrance, because if they're going to play cat and mouse, your record will be safe. I would pick that will fall to the favour always of the sprinters, the ones who've got a kick. And if you haven't got a kick, playing this game is not that clever. But, under coaches, things, mum, and you said your mum was calling splits for you.
She was calling splits, yep. I told her 66s, tell me if I'm on.
Up or down.
On every time.
Yeah, the old cycling coach used to have the thumb up or thumb down. Now, tell me, at 66, if these guys can click along at 66, we'll have to keep an eye on that time clock as they go around.
Yeah, there was about a 68 on the clock, so they're a couple of seconds down right now, but that's fine. I mean, that first lap, you just got to let them settle into a pace, and they'll find their stride, and if someone is feeling antsy, they'll start going for it. Yeah, so there's Christian Duval come out where I thought he would be. The first guy out there from Otago Boys was George Hamilton. Now, keeping an eye on him is Ronan Kodaya, the other. You can see both stripes here, we used to call them the Collinos stripes. Remember the toothpaste? Because they had red and white stripes. But this is the McLean's College. So they've got two runners there. And tucked in behind them is Cameron Nwanda, who, like I say, also he's got a great stride on him. He's a big, strong, powerful lad. I'm just trying to pick up. He's running in fifth. Now, Carson Vesti, our 1,500 metre title holder, he's just sitting there in fourth. So we've got some guys here with a lot of kick and a lot of speed. But to get the record, you can't always rely on that last, that sort of El Tempo mentality last lap, can you? Yeah, definitely, and especially in this weather, that last lap is going to feel even harder if you're pushing into the wind and the rain. But that's also what these guys have to consider. Do you go really hard from the gun and risk getting that national title because you're trying to go for a record and everyone sits on you? And I think that's what we're seeing right now, that these guys might be switching leads a little bit, but they've got that national title in mind probably a little bit more than the record today. Yeah, we'll see. The guy that I haven't seen run in the last couple of weeks is the guy sitting in second now. That's Elliot Pugh, and he's at Bethlehem College over in the Bay of Plenty. Now, he really showed some wheels in Australia. He finished behind Christian in that's a 6K race though, and he came in, and what happens in that race, interesting enough, they said, the Australian Athletics said, righto, 116, 117, so you both get a gold medal. First time I've had two gold medals in a race as a team manager. That was interesting. But going back to here, you can see, look, from where we're looking, you're looking on this camera here that we're seeing. Look at that, the rain looks like misty to you. It is actually reasonably heavy, and the wind has dropped slightly, but I still think they're playing a little bit of that cat and mouse. So just need you to look at those lap times as they come around. Yeah, I think I saw they came through about 2:52 at that first K, so they're around 8:36 pace. A little bit further back from that record, but there's still 2K to go, or just a little bit less. There's still room for them to really start picking this up. So George has come back to the front from Otago Boys High School, then you've got McLean's, then you've got the Bethlehem College, then McLean's, then Carson Vesti from Havelock North High School, and just trying to pick out the run on side him. The other tall figure there is Westlake, the white that's got that red crest in the front. Just trying to pick up the run on the inside of Carson Vesti in the light blue. So now the pace is starting to just ease out. What's that, 4 minutes now? And they've still got about 4 to go, possibly. 4 laps. So they've got to run it at 60-second splits to get anywhere near your record, don't they? So that's going to be a little bit hard. I don't think that record's going to... Your record might be safe today. Yeah, the thing which I'm loving seeing right now is just how many guys are together. I mean, they're running 8:30 pace, and everyone's still somewhat bunched up. I mean, you've only got maybe a couple of seconds between this front guy and some of these later guys on the pack. Yeah, we just don't see this kind of depth, or we haven't recently in remember, secondary school running. Got another race. Exactly. They're all done seating all the times coming in. Hello, somebody's just pulled up. Someone's pulled up, so in the red and black uniform. Sorry, people couldn't quite pick his number. Yeah, you're right. The depth is here. And we haven't had a national competition for a couple of years, and
some of these boys are year 11 and others are year 13. I mean, they're young men. You know, they're off all over the place. The States, we know Christian DeVale's overseas, Wisconsin, weren't we saying, and some of these other guys. Just trying to put, Cameron Warner's moving himself up and right behind Elliot Pugh. So we've still got the boy from Otago boys heading out. There's that 5:13. So that's dropped off.
That would be 60-second laps for the next 3 laps.
That one there was way out. So you're right. They're running for who's got the wheels at the end rather than going out for that time.
And this is a big pack, so there might be someone who's going to surprise us who has the wheels, who we maybe didn't list as a favourite, but is just sitting there, not doing any work and waiting.
To say there could be an outside chance, and I was just trying to pick up who's that? That's runner 303 coming on the outside there from King's College. That's Toby Tasker. He's another smart lad. He's a big lad, and he's there thereabouts as well. He's another guy that was in there, like he can run cross country and track, heading off to Germany, I believe, in the next couple of weeks. He's going to stay with his grandparents and pick up a couple indoor meets over there.
Oh, that's a
some of these guys are just. He's a very good academic. So is Carson Vesti. So he's right there. He's the one who's going to have some wheels. If I was Christian DeVale out the front, I'd be really worried about who's on my shoulder, because Elliot Pugh's just come back and do it, and he won't give up anything. He's a tough competitor. That guy. He just runs hard and thinks all the time. He's a great little competitor, and Carson's probably got that experience internationally now. There's 1,500 metres, and he's going to have real wheels over the last couple of laps. So it's still now the real contenders have put a little bit of a gap on the field. Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You can tell they're starting to pick it up now. I mean, we're inside 700 metres to go.
You can see just in front of us now. They're coming past us. So
group. They're moving. That's a group of 7. Yep.
Yes, and the two McLean's boys are right there, and so is. I'm just trying to pick up the boy from Kings. No, that's Elliot Pugh on the inside. There's the boy from Wellington. Is it Wellington in the black shirt?
Oh, yeah, not too sure. I didn't quite catch that one.
Okay, there he is. No, he's on the outside. Sorry, I'm just...
Yeah, and Christian has been doing a lot of work into the wind. It's going to be interesting to see how he does over this final lap.
So I did say Jamie Mora, you had to watch out for him. He's number 33. Now, he's also got some wheels at the end. Cameron Warner's still there. Rona's hanging in. He's not too sure about that.
All right, about 7:27 on the clock as we're coming into the final lap here, and we have a nice long strung out line.
When they've just passed it on now, this is running from the front, but Carson, remember, has got a kick. Call that, but that that won't shake him too much. Here we go. This is what Carson Vesti has waited for.
Yeah, that big kick,
Who's still
up the
hanging on? Here comes Cameron Warner. Can he do it? He's going to hang on.
Oh, that's
Ronan Kodaya.
That's a convincing gap.
So Nick Kodaya has got, 3-4 athletes in the top 5. That's awesome. Congratulations to those guys. As I said, Carson Vesti, if they played cat and mouse, he would have the biggest kick. He's come through. Christian got a little bit swallowed up there, but man, what a finish from those boys.